Hi there, everybody. This is Kristin from Teaching Balance, and I am here with you with this week's mindfulness meditation practice. We are in the month of self-embodiment. We started off the month talking about this concept of softening some of the more yang, rigid, hard qualities that we often bring to how we relate to and treat our bodies, and instead bringing in something a little bit more yin and soft. Then we talked about listening to our bodies and trying to honor what they're asking for before they need to raise their voice, so to speak. And so I thought I would continue with this theme of doing what needs to be done, honoring the body, all of these types of things. And this one is, as usual, really inspired by my own personal experience. So I think I titled this one The Full Stop. And as I'm filming this, it is a Saturday. And this full stop that needed to occur for me actually happened yesterday. So it was a Friday. And I don't necessarily find that it's necessary to get into like the details of what, specifically occurred. But the point that I'm trying to make about this whole thing is this. A bunch of stuff happened. Really challenging things. And a lot of really challenging things have been happening. And so one of the things that I have noticed about myself over the years, and it really, as a result of the, let's be honest, trauma of the pandemic and everything associated with that, I feel like everything relating to, that was interesting, needing to honor my needs and not pushing myself too hard is just extra essential. But because, like everyone else, I tend to get caught up in doing more so than being and trying to get things done. And in spite of the fact that I've been trying to not overextend myself, I found myself yesterday morning feeling very despondent as a result of several external circumstances and my own energy feeling very low and depleted and all of that kind of thing as a result of the things that were happening before. And even though, here's my point, I had a very, typically lengthy list of all the things that I was planning to do yesterday, I realized that I just had to make a full stop. And none of the things that I had to do were actually truly time sensitive. Nothing had to be done yesterday. And so because I work from home and I have, the latitude to make the choices about how I spend my time, after breakfast and after really just working through dealing with a lot of challenges and feeling that emotional sadness and upheaval, it's like, I'm just going to go sit on the front porch and I'm going to drink my herbal tea and I'm going to read a book. And I did that. And then after a while, I had some water and then it got too sunny. So I put up the umbrella. And, while actually, as I'm saying these words, it actually sounds very pleasant. And in fact, it was. But it was so needed. And it was just this, an hour later, okay, how am I doing? I need to stay here. Okay, I need to keep with this resting. I need to keep with this stop. Okay, I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to flip through a magazine. I mean, all these things, it felt, on the one hand, deliciously restful. And on the other hand, almost painfully, I don't even know if I would use the word self-indulgent, but that's what's coming up for me. Like there was still this part of me resisting it, even though I knew I really needed this full stop. And so, long story short, it was a good day. It was restful. It was exactly what I needed. Went to bed early and got up this morning with a profoundly wonderful sense of energy and happiness and joy and all of the things that I aspire to have be my kind of baseline of contentment and happiness. And so, wow, that was really long. Sorry. The point I want to make is, just like with last week's practice, sometimes you have to make a full stop, and that's what your body is telling you. And it's best if we can make the choice to do that before we are forced, literally forced, to make a full stop. And I didn't feel that I was quite at that point yesterday, but nonetheless, it was very nourishing. It was very needed, and I just wanted to share that story with you. So I don't even know how long this went, but let's go ahead and get started so we don't run out of time on the filming. And as a way to kind of honor the simplicity of that day, I am just going to sit in silence with you for 10 minutes, and I hope that's cool. And you'll hear the bell when I do 10 minutes from now. So let's do this. You know the drill.